How do you go from being an accountant in Sydney to being on the top of a New York rooftop, being married with 3 kids, being a New York radio personality and star in like 15 years or less? This man did it. Brad Blanks, how are you?
Hey, Swano, good to see you, mate. Yeah, I did it. That sounds nice when you put it all together like that. But it was a fledgling accountant. I'd 4 years of crunching numbers.
Yeah.
Living in Sydney there, but wanted to get into media, wanted to get into something, do something entertaining, and figured out radio was something that I could get into. And just sort of found a little gap and shoved my head through it, and here I am, still here talking to you, having a good time in New York.
So found a little gap and shoved your head through it.
Sorry, that's disgusting, wasn't it? Sorry.
Blake's, as you can tell, is a fellow Australian, and now he's married. He's got to a beautiful woman. He has 3 children. Lives in Midtown. Is that right?
Yeah, Midtown.
Midtown of this city, greatest city in the world. He's really made it. But I'll tell you what he did. He's going to tell you what he did, but basically he had no radio experience, zero, and he turned up here in 2000.
Yeah, 2000, right? Early August 2000, and I said I want to be someone's Sydney Olympics correspondent. The Olympics were 6 weeks away. I rang 20 radio stations. No one listened to me. Everyone hung up. Every receptionist hung up. One receptionist said, "Look, I'm just going to put you through. I can't even understand your accent. You sound like an idiot. I'm just going to put you through to someone." And she put me through to a producer, but I didn't even know what a producer was, and that producer said, "Come in tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Went in the following morning, and the producer, it was a very hot day. As you can tell, I'm a sweater, and I'm trying to lose weight. I'm on the James Swanick program. And I played my little demo tape that I made, and he played it for 30 seconds, said that's the worst demo tape I've ever heard, threw it in the rubbish bin, but he said, "Come with me," go into that studio, went into a studio, and an on-air light went on, and they did an on-air comedy job interview of me, and
wow.
And they said, "Do you have any experience in radio?" I went, "No." "Any experience in TV?" "No."
And they said, "Hired, you're hired."
They said, "Perfect, you're hired. You are now our Sydney Olympics correspondent."
So that's how you got your foot in the door,
Yes.
And then when the Olympics happened in the year 2000, you interviewed some people and sent the audio back to play in this city on the New York radio station, and that led into what, 10 years?
10 years at
PLJ, right?
WPLJ, above Madison Square Garden, and a great journey along that time. Great fun, great friends. Met Swano and met all these characters. So it was more about just having a crack at the right time. I didn't really know what I was chasing. I wasn't chasing glory. I wasn't chasing money. I was just chasing the thrill of getting on radio and creating a good story and creating a good yarn and having some laughs. And every day I got up and that was my goal, and it just kept going. It kept escalating. And every time I thought I was going to get fired, because I thought I would get fired, because there was no place for an Aussie to be on American breakfast morning radio. I mean, that's absurd. But every day I'd get up and the content that I was creating would somehow resonate that day, and it'd lead me to the next thing. So that were my daily goals, which turned into just a long and happy journey. I must say.
And now married, 3 kids, got a place in the Hamptons, which is like a very exclusive, cool place, sort of on the outside. I know, it's all right. I'll brag for you. I'm like so happy for him. But here's the thing, right? Like what you did right back at 2000 is you kicked the door in, really. Like you gave yourself an opportunity to get in the door and just have a shot. So what would be your number one piece of advice for someone watching now who has a dream of doing something but doesn't really know how? Like there's no textbook for like what you did, right?
Yeah.
There's no textbook. So what's one thing that you think you did that you'd pass on to someone here to like go and get their dream job or build their dream business or have their dream life?
Well, I think you've got to, what I said before, you can't be chasing the obviously we need money, need to eat, so you've got to figure out how to keep that going, that ticking over, the eating and the roof and looking after your family. But when that's done, you've got to wake up every day and go, I'm going to get some sort of fulfillment from what I'm doing. You've got to get some sort of little thrill that's going to keep you going, some little bit of excitement, be it if it's someone encouraging you or someone liking you or someone saying some comment. There's a chopper, that's the James Swanick chopper coming in.
Yeah, they're going to pick us up here.
No, but you have to have something that's going to drive you to get out of bed each day to follow that little thing. Just some sort of personal fulfillment, and that's what sort of was my edge to myself, because I didn't know where it was going to go. There was no end big picture goal. It was just like, get up and keep nailing this, and I'm going to have a good story to tell after a year of this down the street with my mates, having a coffee or a beer.
So if you want to see Brad Blanks interviewing just about every single celebrity known to man, because he's interviewed Ricky Gervais, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, like anyone who's anyone.
Jolie's good. She's your girl.
Who?
Jolie, Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah, Angelina Jolie, I like her, yeah.
Likes
Bradblanks.com, right? Bradblanks.com.
Yeah.
And you can, if you go onto YouTube and just type in Brad Blanks and Ricky Gervais, the funny British actor, there's lots of hilarious interviews that Brad has done on red carpets with Ricky Gervais over the years. But check out bradblanks.com and make sure you send him a tweet when you get this as well. Brad Blanks, is that what it is?
at Brad Blanks, find me.
All right, so from New York City, there's some great life lessons from Brad Blanks.
I'm proud of Swano too. He's doing a good job. Good job, Swano.
So, thanks, mate.